listening to the broadcast on rootsmedia.ca.
Safely abandoned. Lesbian left out. Protecting water. Aboriginals attacked. Good Friday to you. It is April the 30th of 2010. This is Ernie Hiltz and you are listening to the Roots broadcast. Monday, St. Paul's Hospital in Vancouver is opening an anonymous private drop-off area for abandoning babies. The objective is to provide mothers with a safe place to abandon their infants rather than somewhere with risk, such as the streets. The hospital can treat the babies before handing them over to the care of the Ministry of Children and Family Development. Drop-off centers for abandoned children date back to the 12th century and are operating in European countries, Japan, Pakistan, and the United States. Time magazine named Toronto paramedic Rahul Singh as one of the 100 most influential people in the world. Singh is the founder and executive director of GlobalMedic, which has provided aid at 50 disasters in the last 12 years. Singh and volunteers provided 2.4 million gallons of clean water and serviced 7,000 people at 2 inflatable hospitals this year in Haiti. Sears Canada has locked out warehouse workers since April the 1st because they refused to bargain on a new contract. Being unionized for only 2 years and unionized unlike other warehouses, workers are seeing this as a hit to the labor movement and the right to organize. One of the workers said that the company didn't want to hear anything and that they were told to adhere to company policy. The workers desire a contract because company policy can change. Julian Benson writes, "While the bosses collect their billions, that is to say our billions, they play poor as an excuse to hammer the workers and further inflate their profits. The Liberals and Tories have handed out billions of dollars in corporate welfare in form of bailouts to some of the richest corporations. There is a world of money being hoarded by Bay Street, all of which, at the end of the day, will come out of workers' pockets. What is needed is a workers' solution to the crisis. The nationalization of the top 150 banks and corporations under Democratic workers' control is the only way to ensure that all the wealth workers create isn't leached away." Benson is a member of the Toronto Young New Democrats, who joined the warehouse workers in picket on April the 27th. Seniors of Prince Edward Island are welcoming increased subsidization of prescription drugs. The budget announced about 25% savings for qualifying drugs. Part of the Liberal election platform was a 50% reduction. Healthcare Minister Carolyn Bertram says they are working towards it. Yesterday, British Columbia's Liberal majority government passed the HST legislation despite the opposition and the public opposition. The official opposition party, the NDP, is working on a petition for July to repeal the HST. With more than 145,000 signatures already collected, the NDP petition requires 10% of voters from all 85 ridings. When requirements are met, it will be brought to the people's decision through a referendum. A Mississippi lesbian high school student was excluded from their yearbook. The school denied her to wear a tuxedo for her picture. Even the school district denied demands from the American Civil Liberties Union to allow the picture. The student's name was not even mentioned in the yearbook. "The time to act is now," says the Ontario Water Conservation Alliance. The Alliance advocates a Water Conservation and Opportunities Act. They want Ontario to reimagine our traditional supply-oriented approach while maintaining public ownership, governance, and accountability to protect, conserve, treat, and reuse water across various systems. The Alliance objectives are to create green jobs and market opportunities, save taxpayer dollars and decrease our infrastructure debt, and reduce energy consumption and respond to climate change. From protecting headwaters to recycling water, the Ontario Water Conservation Alliance has ideas which they believe Ontario could become a global leader with. Find more information at conserveourwater.ca. Spotlight. Last week, I attended the Aboriginal protest against the H.S.T. and the T.O.
Vicky Mineg from Beausoleil First Nation. Any taxes that are imposed on First Nations people are illegal because we are a separate entity from Canada. Like Pat Green's saying right there, we are a sovereign people. And we'll come together as so, and we are continuing to come together now. Like I was saying earlier, First Nations people, first meaning that we've been here thousands and thousands of years, we're connected to this land, we have a duty to this land, and this land remembers us and holds us dear. The Shkokmi-Kwes is the Great Turtle Island. This is our home. Nation, as in we are a nation. We are a nation that is equal to the United States and Canada. We are a nation that needs to be respected and honored, and we can't have these other nations coming in and violating our rights as a sovereign nation. And we need to put an end to taxes. Even we had the GST, and the GST was imposed upon us without consultation. Now we're having the PST being harmonized with the HST, and it's a violation. It's a direct violation against First Nations people in the fact that we were not consulted on both the federal and provincial level, and it's a violation against humanity in the fact that it's going to further impoverish our communities. And Dalton McGuinty doesn't realize how that poverty exists in his own backyard, and that is how he is failing Ontario residents.
To hear the rest of Majocto Quay's interview, visit rootsmedia.ca. That's all for now. Thank you for listening to the Roots broadcast.